For goodness sakes, come on, Amy. Again, you have still not gotten the laundry all hung up on the line by this time of day. Can you please do all things bright and early in the morning when you first wake up before going out? I've already come into the house plenty of times now, seeing that the laundry has not been done yet. How many times am I going to have to ask you to get it done early?
Huh?
Don't you me. Stop acting like you've been blind and deaf this whole time. I can't believe this. I guess I'll have to hang these things for you once again, huh?
Are you at my house unannounced again, Jackie? I'm out doing a little shopping at the moment, but I should be back home soon. Could you hang around at our place until I return?
You don't have to ask me to stick around. I have to so that I can clean up after you two. Like the laundry. It is still wet and very cold to the touch. It will never dry like this, just sitting in the hamper.
I know, but it's only 1 in the afternoon. I understand things are different here. I grew up using a dryer, but I'm getting used to it. And even if I waited until the evening to put them out, there's still enough sunlight and it doesn't get cold.
Are you trying to act like you know better than me? You honestly don't have a bit of common sense. I have been around a lot longer than you have, so I think I know what I'm talking about. If it wasn't for me always going out of my way to help teach you how to properly do chores, you'd be the most useless wife on the planet.
I've read online, though, that the best time to put out clothing and bedding to dry is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on a sunny day. Within that time frame, the sunlight is the strongest, so it's the most effective time for drying the fabric and keeping it wrinkle-free.
What? Why did you have to go as far as to look it up on the internet when I already told you what to do and when to do it?
I wanted to know for sure the most effective ways to do the laundry. It's my laundry, after all. So I looked it up, and then I decided I should let you know.
Stop being a little know-it-all, Missy. You're always trying to find faults in what I say, aren't you? There has to be a limit to your cocky attitude.
I never want to try and correct what you say, but I don't want to overlook any misinformation that you tell me either. And it isn't like I'm bragging about correcting you, I'm just doing it to help us both.
You should watch yourself. You are the one always making mistakes. You should have been able to figure that out by now, right? I was only pointing out the fact that you hadn't hung the laundry yet, out of the kindness of my heart.
I see. Then I'm sorry for being so rude to you by correcting you. Well, I'll take care of the laundry once I get home, so don't worry about it. Please, head back home now.
Why are you being all kind to me now? How about you come home and tell me face to face what all I have been doing wrong for the past 50 years of my life?
I'm just trying to relax on my day off, okay? I'm not trying to one-up you or anything. I'm sorry if I upset you, but that wasn't my intention. But please stop coming over to visit us when Drew is still at work.
It isn't like I'm intentionally aiming to come over when he's not around. What are you trying to say to me exactly? Please, don't try and act like you were always the victim around me.
Is that what you think I'm trying to do here? All the time you come over to our house while he is off at work, and I am home on my day off, and then you just sit there complaining about every small thing that I do differently from you. It's pretty obvious that you're just trying to make me uncomfortable in my own home.
I haven't been complaining to you about anything. I'm fed up with you constantly labeling me as the bad person.
Oh, I get it. This is just how you show what little affection you have to others. Well, I'm thankful for your rather hard-to-understand compliments.
That's not it at all. It is so irritating that you keep trying to play the victim card here. Could you please stop trying to always change the situation to be in your favor? Please.
Okay, I understand. All right, have a safe trip home now. When I get home, I'll have a bunch of chores to get done, so I'd prefer it if you didn't stick around.
What? After I just came over and helped you, you'd prefer if I just went home?
Jackie, I don't ever remember asking you to come over in the first place, though. And on top of that, I never asked for your help either. Do you want to keep the duplicate key to our house or not? If so, please go home already. If I get back and you're still at the house, I'll have to ask for that key back because you'll have shown me that you cannot be trusted.
I understand. If it's best that I go home, then I guess I'll just go home.
Yes, please. Next time, if you do want to come over, please come when Drew is home and please let me know beforehand. Jackie, what is with all these boxes on the front porch?
Oh, those? I already talked with Drew as to why they're there. You know how your father-in-law is in the hospital right now, right? Well, it's gotten pretty lonely at my house, so I've decided to come stay at your house for a little while. And don't worry, I also plan to tend to the housework and cooking while I'm staying there.
You plan on staying, and to make up for it, you'll do chores for us? Hold on. I just spoke with Drew, and he says he doesn't ever remember you bringing this up with him.
Oh, is that so? Oh, he probably forgot about it since he has been so worried about his dad recently.
I'm sorry, but it's not possible for you to stay at the house with us. Even if you do plan to help around the house while you stay here, we don't have an extra bedroom for you to sleep in, and even if we did, I haven't done any preparations yet to have you here.
Don't worry about it. I told Drew I'd only stick around for 1 month. By the end of that, Drew's dad should be getting out of the hospital and returning home.
But Drew just agreed with me, saying that it would be difficult having you stay in our small house with us. Yet again, I'm sorry. I'll be sending your things back to you by mail.
Well, just wait a moment. That's a waste of money to have to send all that stuff back to me. I'll be fine. It's only for 1 month. And I am an amazing cook, so I can spoil you both to some really delicious food. Also, the hospital is close by to your house, so it'll be easier for me to see my husband. I'll also pay for any of the groceries that I buy and for part of the utility fees.
It's not a money problem for us, trust me. And how often do you think you'll go to visit Paul anyways while you're here? Also, where exactly do you think you'll be able to sleep here? The house is already pretty full with stuff as it is, so I can't possibly see how you'll be able to stay comfortably.
I'm fine sleeping in the living room on your guys' couch. All I'll need is an extra blanket or two, and then I'll be all set. I promise to not be a bother to the both of you while I stay. So, what do you say? Is it all right if I stay for just 1 month?
Both Drew and I have been staying at work pretty late recently, and honestly, I don't think it would be in our best interest to stay under the same roof together, considering you're always creating friction between us.
It'll be fine. I promise to not bring anything up that could offend you. And think about it, you can leave all of the housework and cooking to me. I won't cause either of you any trouble, all right?
For only 1 month, right?
Yes, of course. I promise you that. You don't have to worry about a thing. Everything will be fine.
All right, but you have to promise me that you won't try and pick on me either while Drew isn't home, okay?
I told you, I understand already. You're overreacting to all this.
Huh? Did I say something wrong?
Nope, not a single thing. Anyways, thank you in advance for letting me stay.
No problem. And one last rule, just to be clear, please, please, please do not enter our office while you are here. We have a lot of important documents in there for work that we don't want it getting all messed up. Please, promise me that.
Understood. I won't enter your guys' office while I'm staying over. Wow, it has been so many years since I've gotten to live with my son, and now I can finally stay with him again. Oh, I'm so excited. Hey, Amy, you two still haven't returned home from work?
I told you already that Drew and I would be going to visit Paul after we got out of work today, so we won't be home until around 9 p.m. tonight.
But I have already started making dinner for you guys. I went through the trouble of going out to the new expensive Italian market to get some great ingredients for me to prepare an excellent meal.
I'm sorry, but like I said a few days ago, we will be going to see Paul today at the hospital, and we won't be home until pretty late. Today, we really need to go see Dad, so we can't put this off now. We promised him. You can start eating before us if you'd like. We don't mind at all.
But it'll be lonely without the two of you. I was planning on this being a pretty special dinner. A thank you for letting me stay with the two of you. And also, what are you guys even doing visiting him so frequently? It's not like he's going to go anywhere.
You're asking what we're doing when we go to see him? Really? We're visiting him while he is sick, of course. We want to check up on him to make sure that everything is going okay with his treatment. He also doesn't have anyone else there to help keep him entertained, so it's our job as his family.
But I'm also visiting him every so often, so there's no need to visit him as much as you two are. I'm sure he's probably starting to get tired of having you two by his bedside every other day.
I doubt that. Also, it seems like you only ever like to go see him when it's convenient for you. I hear you only stop by when you visit the nail salon next door. It should be out of the question asking what the importance is in seeing him all the time. Drew and I would do the exact same thing if it was you having to stay in the hospital for a month. Also, Drew is constantly worried about his condition. It's only natural that we check on Paul, not just for him, but for Drew as well.
Ugh, okay. I think I'm catching on now. You must have an ulterior motive then to be visiting him this much.
Seriously? And what do you think that motive would be, even if I had one?
You want your father-in-law to start taking a greater interest in you. Oh, how dirty of a girl you really are. It's gross. Absolutely disgusting knowing that. That is what you've been trying to do all along.
What the heck are you talking about? Why would you ever come up with that being the reason for me going to see my sick dad with Drew?
That is what you've been trying to do. There is no other reason but that. Besides that, what other reason would you have to going and seeing your father-in-law? It's not like he's your biological dad. Now, I have fully grasped the situation. You don't only want to be involved with Drew, but also his dad as well. You're quite the naughty and shameless wife, aren't you?
What the hell? Whatever you're thinking is completely out of the question. Can you just please take what I say seriously for one day? I don't have time for this kind of needless talk anymore. I have to go see Dad now. Please just eat what you've made. We'll just eat out tonight.
What? Now hold on. I just went ahead and made an amazing dinner for you guys, and you're really going to just expect me to simply eat it by myself before the two of you return home? I made this meal as a thank you, specifically for you guys to eat with me. Are you even listening to me?
Jackie, didn't I already tell you before to stop going into our office?
What? Don't you know better than to leave all your paperwork scattered around your office like it was? I just decided to clean it for you. I could barely even enter the room without stepping on stuff. You should be thankful for me cleaning it up. I don't understand why you're so upset with me again.
I am thankful that you felt the need to clean our office, but I didn't want you going into our office. That's the whole reason why I've told you not to enter. It's because I don't want you in there. I've said that plenty of times now, right?
You're the one who caused me to enter the office by leaving it in such poor condition. There was paperwork all over the floor and on your guys' chairs. I just couldn't stand the thought of a room in the house looking as horrible as your office did. It's not just your house anymore, okay? I live here too now. Do you understand me?
I know that, but it is Drew's and my house. You're just over as a guest right now. I know that there was paperwork all over the place, but we weren't stomping on it or anything like that. We had it organized in the way we needed it. Next time, don't worry yourself with cleaning out our office, okay? Did you talk to Drew about going in and cleaning all of our paperwork up yet?
I did, but he said all sorts of things. But the main thing he said to me was that he was so happy that I was cleaning the house while staying with you both. If he was unhappy with me staying with you two, I'm sure he would have let me know by now, and I'd assume he would have been much more upset by this.
That is him, just being nice to you's all. But what if you didn't notice how important some of those documents were and ended up throwing them into the garbage? What would we do then? And how do you think Drew would react to hearing that? Both Drew and I bring some of our work home with us. We're both busy people, and sometimes working from our main office isn't enough. Sometimes we need to work at home, so the way those documents and paperwork were arranged was the way we like to have it when we're busy.
That's why. If it's so important to both of you, then you need to keep it all cleaned up and organized.
Oh, I'm done. If you can't respect the rules I've made for you while you stay, then it is just going to be too difficult for us to live together anymore.
What? Are you trying to threaten me or something? Are you trying to make me think that if I don't do exactly everything you ask of me, I'll be kicked out?
I never said that, did I? Would you stop acting so paranoid already? You always get like this when you feel threatened.
There's no way you're not thinking about it, though. You're always trying to find ways to get me out of your house. But this time, you're being extremely rude to me. Your own mother-in-law.
Jackie, I never said anything like that. You're putting words into my mouth.
You'll only be here for 1 month. Drew has told me that many times now. Why do you keep making him say that to me? I bet he would rather have me stay longer than that, but his disrespectful wife won't let it happen.
Now, why would I make him say that to you? He is probably only saying it because you keep asking him to let you stay longer than we agreed to. But a promise is a promise, right? After 1 more week, you'll need to return back to your own house.
You want me to get out so badly that you've been counting down the days? And I've done so much for the two of you. What have I done to make you make this upset with me?
Well, it's not that I'm that upset with anything you do. It's that Paul will be out of the hospital after 1 more week, so if you don't return home with him, what will you plan to do?
It's simple. Paul will also move in here with us. If you think that this house is too small for the 4 of us, then you can always move back to our house with us instead.
No, thank you. We've already put a limit on this promise of living together at 1 month, and that's it. Also, Paul already said that he has no intentions of living with us either. We asked him since he will still be weak for a while, so it'd be easier to watch over him at our house. He said you'd be able to take care of him just fine, so he's happy with staying back at your place with you.
So while you guys were excessively going over to see him while leaving me as the outcast, you were actually talking to him about staying at your place instead of me?
Outcast? We asked you if you ever wanted to come with us to the hospital, but you always said that it was too bothersome. We ended up taking that as your way of saying that you don't want to be part of our conversations.
That was then, but this is now. Oh, whatever. It's been decided then. I'm not going to leave your house.
What?
I'm going to live in this house with you guys forever, and you can't stop me. And I'll get to stay with my baby Drew forever as well.
Wait, you can't seriously think that you can just start to live with us without our permission, right? And even if you do stay here forever, what do you plan to do with your husband? Just leave him at your house to fend for himself? He's still going to need help around the house for a while.
That's why I said I want to live together under one roof again, meaning that he will also live here with us. However, if that ends up being too much of a hassle for you, you are more than welcome to get up and leave the house. Then there will be more than enough room for the 3 of us to live in. I don't see any problems here whatsoever.
So, if I dislike the idea of there being 4 people crammed into a small, narrow house, I should just leave and let you have the house to yourselves?
Precisely. That'll be the most simple and effective way, don't you think? My son, my husband, and me. Having the 3 of us living together in one house would be the most amazing thing. We could all have dinner together, watch movies together, go out together. Oh, it'll be like old times again.
That is an insanely absurd idea. I don't see anyone else backing your idea up at the moment, and I can't imagine who would.
You don't know that yet, though. I think everyone will come to have the same idea as me once I bring it up to them and let them know just how great it would be. I am such a genius. And actually, there's one more thing that I forgot to mention that I need to start preparing for you and Drew. Don't worry, though. You'll find out here soon.
What? What do you need to prepare now? And why is it for both Drew and I?
Fine, I'll tell you now. I want everything to be ready for once you and Drew get divorced. Anywho, I need to get started.
Would you calm down, please? What do you mean by us getting divorced? Jackie!
Finally, I got you out of here. Now please, hurry up and get your things ready to move out of our house.
What are you saying?
Just a second ago, I sent in your divorce papers. That's what I'm saying. Aha! Soon, you and Drew will be no more, and then I can have my family back.
I don't remember ever filling out any divorce papers.
Oh, come on, don't you get it? It doesn't matter if you did it yourself or not. I filled it in all by myself for the both of you. And I just sent those documents into the marriage office. Oh, it's too late for you to be able to stop it from happening now. So, from here on, you and Drew have nothing to do with one another anymore. You're absolutely nothing now. Not married, nor even a couple anymore, and I made sure that he would be the one to get the house instead of you when it's all over.
You do realize that you just forged our signatures on those papers, right? That would make all those documents counterfeit?
I don't think so. I was just writing everything in on both of your behalves. Nothing about it is fake. Did you read that? On you two's behalf.
That's actually a pretty serious crime you just committed. I might just go ahead and tell the police about this and have you taken away, and then you'd get to live the rest of your life not seeing your family anymore.
There is no use in doing that, though. I have a totally justified reason behind this that I can tell the police.
And what would this totally justifiable reason be?
You, being the terrible person that you are, have been trying to get your hands on our stuff.
What are you talking about?
You have been flirting with my husband while at the hospital. That way he will take interest in you, and then you will have access to the family inheritance. That's what you have had your eyes on. You have been wanting a piece of what we own and the money that we have. Well, to stop that from ever happening, I want to try and get you as far away from my house and family as possible. Now, you'd better start preparing to leave this house immediately.
Get out of my own house? Do you not understand that you are the one living in my house? We are the ones being kind to you by letting you stay here. That is the position you're in right now.
Do you think of me as just some freeloading guest in this house? I am a resident of this house as well. You're the one that is the outsider within our family. Please, just get out of here already. I'm not going to keep repeating myself.
Are you really that set on them accepting the divorce papers that you sent in?
I am.
Jackie, I don't think you can actually pull any of this off. Did you think that I didn't see all of the papers on the living room table yesterday before I went to bed? I was shocked at first, but by the way you've been treating me and acting, I sort of knew it was coming.
Wait, you saw those?
Yep, I read through all of them, and while looking through them, I made some minor adjustments here and there to make things make a little less sense. I also knew that because of the forgetful person that you are, you wouldn't bother proofreading the documents before handing them in. I'm sure they will call at some point here in the near future, questioning some of the imperfections left on the documents.
You have got to be kidding me. Why would you do this? I had it all figured out.
That's something that I should be asking you. Why would you do this to me? For starters, you're kind of an idiot, so it wasn't hard for me to get around you and fudge the divorce papers.
Who do you think you are calling an idiot? You're the one who is about to lose their husband and their house.
I'm calling you an idiot, Jackie. You. Because you always have the most extreme diets and the most ridiculous reasons for having them. Oh, but soon, you won't have to be bothered with this whole family ordeal, as you won't be my mother-in-law anymore.
That's right, because those divorce papers will go through.
No, it's because Paul, your soon-to-be ex-husband, wants to get a divorce.
What? Why does he want to get a divorce?
It seems like he made that decision once he ended up having to be admitted to the hospital. He said that once he had gotten sick and needed to stay in the hospital, he had time to start thinking about various things on his own. The main thing he was wondering about is whether he was really all right staying together with someone like you.
I can't believe this. Why wouldn't he be all right staying with someone like me?
I think he's been worried about you meddling with your son's marriage, trying to move into his house and all that. He says you end up putting off all the housework at your own house to just focus on tormenting your son's wife. And when you'd occasionally go to see him at the hospital, you would always just sit there grumbling about me and how you wish I'd just go away. Dad has been having a really tough time dealing with his sickness, so he doesn't need you here to sit there complaining. It seems all you can do is selfishly think about yourself.
Well, just wait a moment. Why would this turn into a divorce? He could have just spoken to me about this beforehand, and I also didn't plan on having to focus on you causing problems all the time.
Also, you did say that I was trying to work my way into getting access to your guys' inheritance, right? But isn't that what you've been trying to do this whole time while Paul has been sick?
What?
While Dad has been in the hospital, you've been indiscreetly meddling with the insurance you guys have. just to try and get more from the inheritance in case something were to happen to him. Can you really call yourself a good partner for him after doing something as rash as that?
That isn't something you should be concerned with. I have just been worried about him is all. If for some reason he did pass away soon, I'd have a lot of difficult things on my plate that I'd have to deal with. Therefore, I'd like to have a little financial support to help me feel less sad, you understand? Believe me, I have been doing this with good intentions.
But you have been more worried about what money you can receive instead of your own husband's health. Well, there's no need to get all worked up anyway, because you won't be getting a single penny from either the insurance or the inheritance once he finalizes the divorce papers.
Wait, what? Even if he wants a divorce, he doesn't have a good enough reason. I am not convinced by this.
I don't think it matters if you're convinced or not. He has already decided to sell the house. He doesn't plan to return back there.
What? Then where is he planning to go?
He'll be coming to live with us, of course. Drew, Paul, and me. The three of us, living under one roof.
But why? What will happen to me?
Why should we be thinking about what happens to you? After all of the drama you've created here, you won't have any relation to us anymore, so I don't care where you end up living. Please consider thinking about that yourself instead.
But this is all your fault. You have brought all sorts of uncalled for crap into my life. You led my husband to wanting a divorce, didn't you?
I guess you could say that. I was the one who said it was okay for him to stay at our house if he went through with the divorce. And I also helped him work through any troubles with the insurance and selling his house. But that's just coincidental, since both Drew and I are realtors and have the experience with this sort of thing. When it comes to that stuff, Drew and I know quite a lot.
I guess I forgot that. But be that as it may, I can't just be thrown out of your house. You can't stop me from living there.
Then go ahead and keep living there. Drew and I also bought a new house, so there's no real importance to that house anymore. We will be selling it soon as well.
What? You guys bought a new house? When did you guys decide you'd do that?
We bought the house just before you started trying to ruin everyone's lives. Drew and I had been talking about buying a new house for some time before, so we decided that now was the perfect time since we'll be taking in Paul. We already finished on the contract, so we'll be moving into the new house very soon.
Wait, what house did you end up buying and where is it? Please tell me.
No thanks. You've been picking on me for however many years now, so I am more than tired of dealing with you. And anything Drew ever tries to tell you never makes you stop. I'm just completely fed up with you.
But I was being helpful when I was around you guys, right? I did all sorts of chores and cooking for the two of you.
That's right. You did do some of the chores around the house for us. Vacuuming, cooking, laundry. You ended up handling all of it. More than you probably should have. But we ended up having to put in double the effort cleaning up after everything you had done.
What does that mean?
You never thoroughly cleaned corners of rooms, so there would always be so much dust buildup in them. You also never ironed any of our button-up shirts, so we'd have to clean and iron them again after you. And you'd only ever hang our laundry indoors, leaving them only half dried by the time we got home.
You can still wear things when they're a little damp, and a little dust being left over shouldn't cause any trouble in a normal couple's life.
Having to put in double the effort already causes us enough troubles, don't you think? And as for the cooking that you're always boasting about, it was anything but perfect. You'd end up cooking chicken until it was too dry, and anything you baked either came out soggy or with all the edges burned to a crisp. I get that you did some work around the house for us, but come on!
Do you think you're any better than me?
Well, I know that I am the homeowner of the place you were allowed to stay at, but anyways, in that 1 month of you staying with us, I've already seen more than enough from you. It was almost like I had to care for a child while you stayed with us.
What?
All right, could you please start working on getting out of our house? Otherwise, I'll have to report you for trespassing.
Trespassing? But I'm still your family right now, right? Don't you ever think of what'll happen to me once you throw me out?
Ah, that is true. You're still just barely a relative of mine. Well, that's too bad. But it's not like we had much of a relationship anyways. Please get out now.
No, I will not. I've already told you that I'm going to stay no matter what.
Fine, then stay there until you have calmed down. We've already begun preparing for our move, so there won't be any gas, water, or power there, as we've already turned everything off. I think you'll find it pretty hard to live there in the coming days.
Please, wait! I am still living in this house.
I never said that I was okay with you staying there. I just said, do what you want. I do remember asking you plenty of times to leave, though. Oh, by the way, if you do want to become the owner of that house, please let me know in advance. Although I'm not sure that the review of your background will go over very well.
Forget the background check ever being done. What makes you think that I would be able to pay for a place like this on my own? Why must you try and cast me out? This is insane. How about you just get as far away from me and my family as you can?
Do you still not fully understand everything that is going to happen here? Drew and Paul? Well, they've chosen me over you. They don't see the need to be related to you anymore.
This can't be happening. You're lying. None of this could possibly be acceptable. My family won't throw me away.
Jackie and Paul had a few clashes over the divorce at hand, but it seems that my then mother-in-law's parents got involved and helped persuade her into signing the documents, albeit while she bawled her eyes out. To this day, I have still not received a single apology from her because of the way she had treated me. However, her family completely abandoned her, and she was left to cry in her loneliness. And I don't think there was ever a chance that she will get married to anyone ever again. For the three of us, Drew, my father-in-law, and I, we finished moving into a new house. And in this new house, Paul is way more diligent in doing the housework than my former mother-in-law, making him a huge help and a very much-needed breath of fresh air. Recently, I'm pleased to see Drew and his dad working together to make meals, and it looks like they're having such a blast together. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe.